Chapter 23.
Nadia, wake up! Nadia!
My eyes fluttered open. Where am I? I croaked.
I have no idea.
I turned to the voice in the dark. I could only distinguish a fuzzy shadow. Who are you? I asked.
I'm Maya.
I propped myself up. I was sprawled on a cold concrete slab. My body was freezing and sore. You don't know where we are?
Some kind of warehouse. They brought me here hours ago. They dropped you off a few minutes ago. I thought you were dead.
Did you overhear them talking?
I heard them say they needed to dispose of something soon.
That would be us. Maya let out a squeak and broke into a sob. We'll find a way out, I said with my brave voice. Grayson is looking for us.
He is?
I was on the phone with him before I was knocked out.
That makes me feel better. How will he know how to find us here?
He won't. We need to fend for ourselves. Where's the door?
I think a little to our left. I've just been sitting here because I can't see anything.
I'm sick of them throwing me into dark buildings. They could turn a light on once in a while.
Maybe they're trying to save on electricity.
Anything's possible. Let's try to find the door. Maybe there's a light switch near it.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
We both stood and shuffled around with our arms stretched out. After 20 shuffles, we arrived at a wall. Maya, do you think we're near the door?
I think it might be over to the right.
We followed the length of the wall, running our hands along it. We reached the end of the wall without any luck. Let's try the other way. We hurried to the other side. My hand ran across a dip and a seam. This must be the door. I think this is it. Feel around the seam of the door and a foot from the door frame for a light switch. I tried on my side. Maya tried on hers. We didn't find anything. I kicked the door in frustration. Learning from my past failure at knocking down a door, I changed my tactic and ran at it while throwing my back into it. It didn't budge.
Nadia, you're going to hurt yourself.
Better hurt than dead. Maya let out a sob. Sorry. Let's keep moving along the wall. We might find something useful. We trekked around 2 walls. On our 3rd wall, we noticed a pin of light up toward the ceiling. Maya, do you see that light?
It's really small.
Do you remember seeing any windows in here?
I do remember seeing windows, but they were all black.
Give me your shoe.
What are you going to do?
I'll throw it at the window and see if I can break it.
Oh, okay.
Maya slipped off her shoe and handed it to me. I groaned. It's a foam flip-flop.
I know. I just bought them. They're super cute. You'll have to see them in the light.
I can't break a window with a foam flip-flop. Is there anything in this place we could throw?
I don't think so.
There has to be something. Let's crawl around and see what we can find. We crawled around for a solid 10 minutes. The only thing I found was a bunch of dirt and dust. With all the dust kicked up, breathing became challenging. My nose had a permanent tickle.
I think I found something,
Maya said.
I don't know what it is. It's like a fuzzy rock.
Meet me at the window. She handed me the fuzzy rock.
What do you think it is?
The tail of the fuzzy rock hung limply through my fingers. It's a good thing I hadn't eaten because I was ready to heave. Right now, it's our way out of here. You might want to stand back in case any glass falls. I took careful aim and shot the dead rat at the window. The window shattered, showering the concrete with falling glass. The outside streetlight gave us enough illumination to find our way around our prison. We need to find a way to climb out the window, I said.
There's nothing in here to climb on.
Maya was right. Maya, I'll boost you on my shoulders. You can climb out.
No way. I'm not going by myself.
There isn't any other way. If you can climb out of here, you can find help to get me out. Maya considered the plan and nodded. She clambered onto my shoulders. With help from the wall, she stood to reach her hands up to the window ledge. She only kicked me in the head once. But with my growing collection of bruises, what was one more? Can you get out? I asked.
I don't think so. My fingers can't firmly hold on to the ledge. There's no way I can pull myself up.
A sound from outside the building echoed in our metal prison. We froze. Get down, I whispered. Maya scurried down. I grabbed her hand as we ran for the door. Stay flat against the wall, I said. We flattened ourselves to the wall as much as possible. I had an easier time since I wasn't sporting size Ds like Maya. Sometimes small breasts came in handy. I'll have to remember that the next time I complain while shopping for bras. My breath caught as I heard the clicking sound of the lock unlatching. The door swung open. 2 men stepped in. They noticed the broken window right away.
Shit! They escaped,
A man said. I signaled to Maya and we bolted out the door. I swung the door with a slam. Flipping the bolt, we locked the men in their prison. The men banged on the door as Maya and I ran to their car, which was idling in front. As we both jumped in, a gunshot rang out. A bullet ripped a hole through the metal door. I gunned the car and sped out of the lot.
Where are we going?
Maya asked. To Grayson's house.
You know where that is?
I've been there. A lot has happened in the last couple of days. We can give him a call once we're there.
Do you know you're not wearing any clothes?
Huh. I was wondering why I was cold, I said. The drive to Grayson's didn't take us long. My foot was no longer under the command of my head. It had mutinied along with my twitching eye. I had the gas pedal to the floor and only yielded at intersections. My foot never touched the brakes. Maya clutched her seatbelt for dear life. We screeched to a halt in front of Grayson's house and rushed to the door. It was locked, and the house was quiet. Maya knocked on the door while I struggled to open the front windows. Neither worked. I'm going to break the window, I said.
Maybe you can find another fuzzy rock.
I'd rather not find a fuzzy rock. I shivered from the remembrance of the tail between my fingers. A normal one will do. Snatching a rock from the ground, I smashed it through the front window. I cleared off the remaining glass shards from the window frame and wiggled my way through. As I ran to the front door to open it for Maya, I noticed an alarm panel by the door. A light on the panel blinked angrily at me and told me I had set off the silent alarm.
That rock seemed to work well, too,
Maya said.
I wonder what kind of rock grows fur.
It wasn't a rock. It was a dead rat. A sudden eek burst forth from Maya. Her body grew rigid as her eyes rolled back. She toppled over like a chopped-down tree. Crap. Maya? I nudged her. She was out cold. I spied out the small window near the front door to see headlights zooming up the driveway. Grayson and David climbed out and rushed in. For a few confusing minutes, everyone simultaneously shouted questions. David finally silenced everyone with a sharp whistle.
What happened to Maya?
David asked, pointing down at her. She passed out. She'll be fine.
Why did she pass out?
She touched a furry rock. They surveyed me with quizzical expressions.
Where are your clothes?
Grayson asked. I lost them on the road.
How's your head? You're not making any sense.
It could be better. I cracked it on the concrete. I think there might be blood caked in my hair. I've been a bit too preoccupied to notice. Grayson inspected my head while David picked up Maya.
I'm going to take her to a guest room,
David said. Grayson nodded. His fingers traveled through my hair, putting light pressure on my scalp.
I think you need to go to the hospital. You have blood all through your hair. It's all dried now, but it worries me that you've received 2 blows to the head so close together.
I'll be fine.
Why don't you take a shower and get dressed? Then I'll take you to the hospital.
Really, I'm fine.
Humor me?
A shower would feel perfect. Hopefully it will wash off the dead rat cooties. I shivered again. Grayson raised his eyebrow as I hauled myself up the stairs to take a shower. I dug through his dresser and found a jogging suit. I couldn't see Grayson wearing a jogging suit. He must work out, though. His body wouldn't be so firm if he didn't. I pondered the vision as I stripped and stepped into the shower. I was about to reach for the shampoo when Grayson nabbed it first.
Let me.
He said. I clutched my heart. You scared me half to death.
I wanted to assist with the removal of dead rat cooties, and I wanted to talk to you more. What happened with Dagor?
I filled him in on the story while his fingers lathered shampoo into my hair. I may have left out a few pieces of the story. They were all blending together.
Grayson,
David called from the bedroom door.
I'm in the shower.
Maya is in the guest room, still passed out. I think she might sleep it off. I'm sure she's exhausted. I'm going to get rid of the stolen car. I'll be back in 10.
I'll be down in a few minutes. See you later.
When David left, Grayson scanned me, his eyes focused on my throat.
What happened to your neck? There are red bars going across it.
I touched my neck and remembered Dagor's fingers wrapped around it, cutting off my air. Dagor.
What did he do?
I shook my head. I knew if I said it out loud, I would lose it. I was barely suppressing a bubble of sobs. Grayson lightly touched one of the red bars. I jumped back. My reflexes betrayed me. Grayson's eyes showed surprise before the grim realization set them hard.
Did he try to strangle you?
I nodded. The bubble was nearing the surface. Grayson took me into his arms and held me close. I heard his deep voice through his chest.
Are you in any pain?
I shook my head no.
How did you escape?
I tried to fight him off, but he was out of his mind. He only stopped because a man gave him a message that there was an explosion at one of his buildings. I wouldn't be here if there hadn't been an explosion. Grayson hugged me closer.
I'm giving Remy an enormous raise.
Remy did it?
He rigged it with David's help while I was searching for Maya. We expected it would prompt Dagor to leave the house to see what happened. He must have another building we don't know about because I checked everywhere and couldn't find Maya.
Grayson kissed me as he left the shower. He said he had to make a few phone calls. I let the water wash over me until I began to prune. I dressed in the jogging suit and tied my hair into a ponytail. As I descended the stairs, I heard Grayson's voice coming from the great room.
I'm running out of options. Dagor is going to keep coming after Nadia and take hostage after hostage. He needs to be stopped before he kills someone.
What's the plan?
David asked.
This is your area of expertise. You tell me.
David was about to say something when he spotted me in the doorway. He gave me a gentle smile. I meandered over to sit near him while Grayson paced.
Thank you for saving Maya.
David said. He brushed my face with the back of his hand. He peered at my two black eyes.
Do you need ice?
I don't think so. His gaze traveled to my neck.
I'm sorry you're in the middle of this. We seem to have made the problem worse.
Do you think Dagor will stop coming after me? I read into David's eyes what he didn't want to tell me in words. Dagor wouldn't stop. He was angry and ready for revenge. This was only the beginning.